We talked about the Knicks and them as a team, but now we're going to talk about the player who's been the best player on the Knicks, Julius Randle. He's taken a big jump from last year. He's averaging this year 24 points per game, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Last year he averaged 19.5, about 10 rebounds and 3 assists. But this year he's shooting 40% from 3. Last year he shot 28% from 3. So he's taken a gigantic leap. Last year the Knicks were bad. This year they're the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference as it stands.
Boom.
So, question, is he the most improved player in the NBA over a guy like Jeremy Grant, who also took a big scoring leap?
I feel like with those two guys, you got to factor in how their improvement impacts the team. And I think let's be honest, from the start of the season, we all believed the Pistons and the Knicks were going to be at the bottom of the barrel in the East. I think we all can agree we believe that. And as the season progressed, we've seen him and Jeremy Grant make the leap, but he's also elevating his teammates and also putting the team on his back and getting them up there. So I think with that being said, because I feel like both of their numbers are a big jump from last year. Both guys, even Christian Wood, if he played enough games, he would have had the big jump too. True. But I think with these 3 guys, you got to factor in who's really improving his team and the success. And I think with him putting up that double-double with the 5 assists and also having his team as a 4th seed, I feel like he should be a lock for most improved. Like, this should be his award to take, honestly.
I feel like this couldn't be more obvious. I mean, Jeremy Grant, he's been very solid. This is a no-brainer to me. Julius Randle is going to win most improved player this year. He's up 4.5 points from last season with the Knicks. 4.5 points. He's up 3 assists. He's up about a rebound, and he's shooting greater than around 14% better than he did last year from 3. His shooting has taken a huge leap and is part of the reason why he's been so dominant. His defense has been amazing. And you look at last year with the Knicks, like you were mentioning, most improved from what their squad should be and what they were. Last year they were a lottery team. They were not really good at all. Julius Randle comes in this season, comes in more dedicated, more hardworking, different mindset. The Knicks are the 4th seed in the East. I feel like right now, and you look at the Pistons. The Pistons are one of the worst teams in the league. I feel like you'd be doing Julius Randle a huge disservice giving this award to anybody else.
I totally agree. And right now, he's actually the favorite in Vegas to win the most improved player by a lot.
Was it minus 500, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Money from that.
Yeah, no.
So Jeremy Grant is like plus 150 right now. So Randle is the favorite by far. And I agree, but I want to talk about Julius Randle's story because his story is an amazing story.
I understand what you're going with.
And before I talk about the story, I'm going to talk about this first. When Julius Randle first got signed by the New York Knicks, I said he was better than Kristaps Porzingis. I got called crazy for saying that, even though their numbers were very similar. And in terms of how they improve year to year, Randle actually improved better than Porzingis. And I said that Julius Randle would be an all-star with the New York Knicks. Obviously, I thought all of that stuff was going to happen the year that we signed him. It didn't happen because, in my opinion, I think Randle did come into the season a little bit out of shape, and our coaching was very bad. But a year too late is still better than a year no prediction. Mm-hmm. So I still predicted it was going to happen. It did happen, and this is why I feel ashamed of myself for a little bit, right? Because coming into the year, I got swayed by everybody's opinion about the Knicks, that I didn't stick to my gut feeling. I didn't stick to my original fandom.
I was one of those guys.
Which is why I abandoned the Knicks and thought they were going to be one of these horrible teams when just last year I had them winning 30 games when everybody thought they were going to be below 30. So if I would have just stuck to my gut, I fully believe that I would have still picked the Knicks to be this good as they are now and Julius take that leap. But I'm happy that overall he did take that leap, and now the Knicks have somebody who we can cheer for this entire season and hopefully for seasons to come. I also just bought a Julius Randle jersey.
Really?
It's coming
That's
in soon.
lit. That's lit.
So, and also, I told my cousin this the other day. I said this to him. I said, when we're in the playoffs, I'm probably going to go and buy a playoff ticket and go to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to go see the Knicks in the playoffs.
Yeah. And he told me, damn, they're going to be expensive. And I said, yes, I know. but I might not see this until I might not see this
Ever
8
again?
years from now.
Yeah, for real.
The last time the Knicks were in the playoffs, we had to wait 8 years for it to happen again. So I might not see this for a long time. So I'm gonna spend the money if they go to
Real.
the playoffs.
Nice, man.
So I got a Julius Randle jersey, but now on to his story.
That one?
No,
Okay.
I bought the statement jersey.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
okay.
That one's lit.
Yeah,
That one's
I bought
tough.
the statement jersey. On to Julius Randle's story. He got drafted with the 7th overall pick to be Kobe's co-star out of Kentucky. It was a great pick at the time, but his first game in the NBA, he breaks his leg. He misses the entire season. In his second season, he averaged 11. Then third season, 13. Fourth, 16. Fifth, 21 points per game with the Pelicans.
That was a
That's
great
when I
team.
thought he was going to really blossom with the Knicks. Then this last season, he averaged 19.5, but now he's up to 24. I think just his dedication to the game, how hard he has worked, deserves a lot of credit because we don't see a lot of guys come back from broken legs, from torn ACLs, especially to start off your career like that. First game in the NBA, breaking your leg. Julius Randle has come back from that, and he's put New York back on the map. I think his story is tremendous. It's amazing. He should get all the credit that he's getting right now, and I hope he does win the Most Improved Player of the Year.
Well said. Well said. Nah, that story is different, man. He won a national championship on Kentucky, right? I'm almost positive they won.
I don't think he was on Anthony Davis' team now.
No,
they
that was
lost.
against Connecticut. You're right.
They lost.
You're right.
Connecticut beat
100%. Help me out. What's the name of that guy that was?
Played with the Harrison brothers.
Harrison Twins.
No, he did play with them, but I'm
James
blanking.
Young.
No, on the Connecticut team.
Oh,
That-
Shabazz Napier.
Yes.
Yeah,
He was not as good as everyone thought.
I'm a college guy. Bro.
All right,
They only drafted. He only drafted him because of LeBron.
LeBron. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. They only drafted him because he had a Kemba-like run. It was just
He
late.
went crazy.
Bugging.
He went crazy.
The Lakers at one point had D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram,
Kyle
Zubac, Kuzma. Well, they still have him, but
Did they have Brook Lopez at the time?
I think they did
Yeah.
too. They also they drafted another really young player. I forgot who. I think I
They
missed.
got Kuzma.
Lonzo.
Yes.
So a starting lineup of Lonzo, D'Lo, Ingram, Randle.
I think
Zubac.
D'Lo was out of there before Lonzo got there, though.
Had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
So do you have Julius? Do you have Julius Randle make it an All NBA first team this year?
I
gonna be tough.
have him definitely making an All NBA. But who's been a better power forward this year than
Giannis.
Julius Randle? Yeah, he won't make the first team. Man. You just named the guy.
Yeah.
No, it's Giannis. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
It's
think
gonna be tough.
he's been the second best power forward in the league.
But it goes just forwards though. So it's forward spots, guard spots, forward spots, center. So he can still. I mean, I don't think they're gonna put him over Kawhi, but he can still make a team. I think he'll probably make the second team. I think him and PG will be on the second team.
Are they going to give it to LeBron unanimously?
I don't. He hasn't played enough. I don't know.
I mean,
And
he's
I
played.
guess LeBron,
Actually,
though.
I just saw a stat. Up until yesterday, LeBron had played more games than Joel Embiid.
Oh, but I think Joel's gonna play more games than him.
For sure. That being said, that is still crazy to think that LeBron's been out almost, 2-3 weeks now?
So if LeBron isn't on the list, I'll probably put Randle and PG on my second team.
I was going to say, LeBron's probably looking at a third team.
So I think Randle should definitely be an All NBA.
Yeah.
On the All NBA team. I just don't know where, but obviously an amazing story. And I can't wait until my Randle jersey comes in. I'm going to be wearing
When's
it
it
on the
coming?
show.
When'd you order it?
After we beat, not the Hawks, the previous game we won.
Pelicans in the OT.
The 7-game win streak. Yes, OT.
OT. Okay.
Yes, that's when I
Nah,
ordered
Charlotte.
Oh,
it.
Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte.
Oh,
Charlotte.
Yeah, that's when I ordered it.
Okay.
I ordered it after that game.
That's mad funny.